Hey, this is Rachel Shell, Tech Coordinator at Archford Education Service Cooperative, and I wanted to jump on and share some things with you. Some of you have told me that the copying of your template is not really working out great. There's kind of a couple different reasons. If you're working with a team, you may have noticed if you make a copy of your template, not everything is copying over. That happens to some people and it doesn't happen to others, and we're not really sure why. So even if you are copying over your template, you might find that you have to go in and add materials anyway, and that can get frustrating. Some of you have also told me that you are finding that you're having to make changes to your content. You found new resources, you created a new activity, or you're just needing to update the information or add more to it. So what I wanted to do is show you an alternative to just making a copy of your template and how you can use your template to push out assignments to all of the classes that are using that content at the same time. So I'm going to share my screen and show you how this works. So before we begin, I want to start by looking at this template. Many people are aware that you can go in and assign an assignment to multiple classes at once. And to do that, you just go to create, and you can do anything here, material, question, assignment. I'm just going to do an assignment, and I would add whatever I'm adding to this. And then when I'm ready to push this out to the other courses, I can go down to this first drop box, which says 4, and I can choose which courses I'm going to push this out to. Now, the only issue with this is in order to push that out, you have to just click assign. You cannot schedule this, and you cannot save it as a draft. Assign is the only way that it pushes it out to all of the classes all at once. One other issue here is once you assign it, if you figure out that there's a mistake or something like that, you have to go into each class where you assigned it and make the change or the correction to each time you have that assignment. So I'm going to show you another way to do this. If you notice, if I uncheck these other boxes and I do schedule, and I schedule this, then it does not give me the option of being able to push that out to other courses now. So I know that that's a problem. So we're going to look at a workaround. So let me delete what I just created. So starting at the beginning, the first thing you want to do is you're still going to work out of the template. So I have a test template here. And before I added any assignments, I went ahead and created all of my topics by going to create topic. And I just used the same format that many of you are using. It seems to be working well, where I have week 1 and the dates for that week 2, and the dates for that week. Now, before I did anything else, I came back out here to classes, and I clicked the 3 dots and I said copy, and I made a copy of that template, and that is what you see here, the test live course. So all I did was just create a copy of all the topics. Why did I just make a copy of the topics? It was just faster and easier to make a topic copy, and all the topics came in. So this is really great if you have like a semester or a 9 weeks worth of topics in here. They'll just copy over. And topics copy over, you don't have to worry about something not copying over because you don't have anything attached. So that's what I did to get everything set up here. So now I'm in my template, and I'm going to continue to create my content just like what we talked about this summer. We're going to create everything here. Now notice I have already gone ahead and published the content that I'm going to be using. In this new strategy that I'm going to teach you, it doesn't matter if this is a draft or if it's published. It's the teacher in the classroom is the one who will decide when that new assignment is going to be published. So it doesn't matter in your template. If you want to go ahead and publish it, that's great. You can do that. And that's what I've done here. So what I did, just to let you see, is I just went in to each assignment and I added the name, and the instructions would be here, and then I have the item attached that goes with this, and that's basically all it is. I did not schedule anything. I did put a due date on here, but the due date doesn't matter right now. I just went in and built the basic assignment, and so that's all I need to do. So now that I have that set up, if I want to use the content that's in this template, here's how I'm going to do that. So here's what your teachers can do if you have multiple teachers using one template. I'm going to go over to my live course, and I'm going to click create, and I'm going to say reuse topic. So then I'm going to come down. I would even encourage you to name your assignments and your instructions, put the date in there. Many of you are, and I think that's a great practice. So Monday, September 28th reading. So that way, when your teachers are going in and adding their assignments for the week, they'll know exactly what dates they're adding in. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to click Monday reading because I want to add that. I'm going to make sure that this box is checked. This will create new copies of everything that is attached. I do want to create a new copy of everything that is attached. And then I'm going to click reuse and give it just a second to come over. And then it's going to automatically open this up. So now I can make sure that it's in the right topic, which it should be because that's the same topic I had it assigned under in the template. And then I'm going to go up here and schedule this to open on Monday at 8 a.m. and just click schedule. So there it is, ready to go. I'm just going to go up to create again, reuse topic, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for the assignment. Once that opens, just make sure that the points are correct. You will need to set the due date, which many of you are using the following Sunday. And again, the topic is correct. So I'm just going to come up, schedule this, and schedule it for Monday again. And then I'll just repeat that process for everything that I want to be used for the upcoming week. Now, the only downside to this is it does not let me do multiple items at once. I wish it did. That would be really helpful if I could just go in and select multiple things. It does not allow you to do that, but it does just bring it over. It keeps the points the same. When it's brought over, you can even save it as a draft if you're not ready to schedule it. But I like that it pops it up. You can go in, you can set your dates, set your due date, set when it's going to open, and then it's ready to go. Now, the only downside to this is in my template, if I realize that I made a mistake to this assignment and I go in and I edit this, then it would not change the copy that I made here. But that's okay because I can just delete this and I can go back and I can reuse the original from the template, which I did not show you. By the way, when you use this the first time, it will ask where do you want to pull the post from. So you would choose your template, and then I would reuse that assignment. And then any changes or updates I made to it, if I realized that I made a mistake, it would come through. So what you're doing here, once you have all of this done, then once you have all of your assignments created, then you really just leave it to each teacher to go in, pull in each item, and then they can reorder it and schedule it, and it's ready to go for the week. And so that is a way that you can set up your Google Classroom, still using your template, but pushing out assignments. And this gives you some more flexibility so you can make updates and changes as you need to. And then when everything is ready to go, teachers can go and pull it into their Google Classroom. So I hope that that's helpful. If you have a question or if something that I showed you is not very clear, just reach out to me at rachel.shell@archford.org or on the Facebook page, and I will try to answer your questions.